Hi, welcome to Bladed Brush, everyone. I'm Mike, your wet shaver, fresh out of the shower with a new video for you today. It's Monday, day after Easter, well, Western Easter. I celebrate Orthodox Easter, which is next Sunday coming up. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and revisit a shave cream that I used on the channel before, but I had not used it with my Mühle R89, so I'm going to go ahead and do that today. As you can see, I gave myself a bit of a haircut this morning, in fact. I just got fed up with having my hair too long because it's been warming up, although it's supposed to go back down to the 30s Fahrenheit by Wednesday. But yeah, it's just getting too long and shaggy and itchy and stuff. So I figured, why bother? Just trim it down, let it grow out. That's my cycle. But as you can see, I haven't shaved in a few days. So I'm using Cella Milano almond shave cream, which is an Italian product, along with the Mühle R89, which is a German product. Yeah, the irony of that is not lost on this guy who is a half Polak. Yeah, what can you do? But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I've already got a little bit of shave cream in the bowl. I just got to fill up the basin with water. I mean, not the actual basin where I'll be whipping the lather, but the outer inner port. It's a Phoenix shave scuttle, so yeah, it's like bowl within a bowl design. So you put the water where, you take out the cork, put the hot water from the tap. Just don't use boiling water. That'll not only destroy your shave brush, but it'll also cause the lather to take on a glue-like consistency. You don't want that. So just use the hottest water that your tap can produce. But you want to go ahead and take a little bit of shave cream because it is a little bit harder than what you would get from a bowl of Taylor Bond Street initially, although over time it will harden due to air exposure. But you want to go ahead and do that. So that's been softening up. Actually, let me go ahead and I'm too busy talking, I'm not actually doing. All right, so the brush is my sterling bore brush because stuff like this seems to work better with a bore brush. Plus, they had this gift pack, I think, that had the shave cream along with the Cella Milano branded bore brush, which is tempting, but even if it were not sold out, which it is, I am not going to waste money on that when I need to move. So, but just that Cella Milano does sell it with a bore brush, and again, so you can use one with it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm using the pre-shave gel. Yeah, I've not been able to shave for a few days, so it'll be interesting to see how this razor will do. Along with this razor and blade. Yeah, basically pairing this particular razor and blade combo with the Cella Milano. Yeah, like I said, I haven't used this much. Really, I've been using up my Barbasol, and before that, the Proraso shave foam for most of my daily shaves. since I started working, because I have to be up really early, because my aunt has dibs on the bathroom, so she has that basically until she leaves for work. So I have to get up really early, which leaves me very little time to waste with like bowls and scuttles and brushes. So I just use my shave foam. And now my shave soaps and creams and bowls are limited to days when she is not here or when I have off from work. Or both in this case. Yeah, it's not to criticize my aunt. It's just, a fact of reality. He lives with someone else. You basically have to abide by that person's conveniences and rules because it's not your place. Should be remedying that pretty soon, though. Fingers crossed. Oops. Getting it all over except my face. Yeah, if this is anything like the Mercury, you should be able to use it after several days without shaving. But we'll see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is definitely doing the job. Now, this is a mule blade that came with my R41. And I think it's on shave 5 or 6, or maybe 4 or 5. I don't remember. But it is taking these whiskers off like you wouldn't believe. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if I can get it to focus, but yeah, it's kind of nasty, but still fairly cool. But you can see that the blade is definitely taking up those several days of growth. Now, you might wonder why I don't just fill up the sink basin with water instead of just running the faucet. I don't like to do that because, in my opinion, it uses too much water. Because for the couple of seconds it takes me to run the razor head under the tap, I'm using a lot less water than I would if I just filled the bowl up. And it doesn't leave all that nastiness as a film after you drain the sink. Besides which, the sink drain is busted right where it's supposed to catch and hold the drain stopper, rusted out. So yeah, I couldn't fill the sink basin up even if I wanted to, and I don't. Too much water used and too much cleanup afterward, in my experience. Now, if you're in a position where those factors don't apply, then, more power to you. I do not tell people what to do or how to do it. It's like whatever works best for you. And what you prefer. I just show and explain how I do things and why. It's like with people who shave in the shower. It's like if you're able to maintain a grip on the razor while that water is running and all that steam fogging up a mirror, or maybe you're using a mirror that doesn't fog up. I don't know. All I know is I can't do it because I can't maintain the grip because of my my nerve damage issues. Especially most of my razors, I want to take them to the shower. It's like my Phoenix razors, yeah. The metal ones I absolutely would take in the shower because their grip is such I don't have to worry about slipping onto my hands. Same with my Razor Rock Goat, because it uses the same kind of knurling as the Phoenix Ascension twist adjustable razor. You know, the one with the bomb tip handle, a bomb tip end, yeah. Which, by the way, is apparently removable now. The one I've got, it does not come off, but I guess Doug went back and redesigned it so that you can screw off the end cap, the tip, and then replace it with a different color one, much like with the Ascension Select twist adjustable, which has a differently knurled handle. It's much more like the old Gillette's. And then you get different a range of different colored flare tips to choose from if you want to go ahead and use that. So Doug went ahead with his original twist adjustable safety razor. And did likewise, which is cool. But yeah, aside from the cold snap that we've got for later this week, spring is definitely here. Trees are in bloom, flowers are blooming. Yeah, so this razor really took off those days of beard growth with no issue whatsoever. Yeah, a little bit right here. Yeah, usually right along the jawline is one of my problem areas. Because the whiskers grow in so many weird directions along here. And then, of course, there's the curvature of my jaw. Yeah, a little rough right here. Which is expected. I mean, I have been using this blade for a few shaves now. It's not going to be nearly as efficient as it was when I first started. All right, I think that should about do it. Time to apply the witch hazel. This is T. N. Dickinson's, which has a hydrating formula. This one says it's with a hyaluronic acid and aloe for dry and sensitive skin, along with the witch hazel. So yeah. Now, my skin is actually oily, but it is sensitive. Now we get the alum. Alright, really not getting much in the way of feedback, which is good. Now, if you're just coming into this channel, you know that I like, because I have the brush scuttle from Phoenix, I use the inner bowl not only to soak my brush, but also to clean it out, because when it comes to cleaning out your brush, okay, you never want to leave any lather, especially in your natural bristle brushes, because that lather will eat away at the fibers that make up the bristles and eventually disintegrate them. And that is the last thing you want. I mean, sure, yeah, you could replace the knot, but you don't want to have to replace it frequently because you left soap in your brush. All right, so that is the shave done. Now we're going to do the post shave. We're going to start with Cella Milano aftershave lotion. Use that to tone up my skin. And also run it through the stubble that used to be my hair. And will be again, of course. You might be asking, Mike, why not just go to a barber? Well, because barbers cost money, that's why. I've got a pair of clippers for a reason. Besides, when my hair gets long, I just cannot do anything with it. I have to use a lot of pomade to hold it in place, and you know, it's like, that costs a lot more money than I'm willing to spend right now. Maybe in the future, because I do have some Duke Cannon pomade remaining. Yep. This, by the way, is the post-shave balm. And that'll re-moisturize my skin after all that exfoliation. All right, so yeah, that's the shave for today, Monday, day after Easter. Cella Milano Almond Shave Cream, along with the aftershave splash and the post-shave balm. Whiskers taken off with the Mühle R89 with the Mühle blade. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Please do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you never miss a video. Till next time, this is Mike for Blade and Brush, signing off.